Hi guys, it's Jimmy Toge, and I want to share something with you that most of my clients ask on the website and on emails. The frequently asked question. Uh, Check this out. Of course, it hurts, but it's not like hurt getting a cut or something. It's more like a bearable hurt. Most people will say it's like a sunburn or people scratching. Not people. I mean, cat scratching. If people scratch you, you probably already scratched them back or kick them in the groin or something, right? So yes, it is hurt. It's variable. Like um, depends on the shop that you goes to. Like so many shop here in Bali that offer cheap tattoos until like ridiculous price and ridiculous cheap. It depends on how good the art is, how good is the shop, and how reputable they are. So it's so variable. Like I know some people could do tattoos for, I mean, $10 or maybe $5 sometimes for small tattoos, and some even um, charge for $200 for small tattoos. But you gotta be aware as well because you have to have a look on the shop, have a look at their shop. Is it a good shop, or is it like what is it? You can trust the artist. You have to meet the artist personally and have a look on their portfolios. Does it worth? Like it all goes back to you. Like if you say if it's work for you, then go for it. There is no like standardization for the price. Basically, I will say to my clients, like one day go from the shop, we will wrap the fresh tattoo with a plastic wrap, or sometimes we use film, or before back in the days we used the bandage, but not anymore now. So most of the shop will use plastic wrap to cover it, so it doesn't stick with the dust, and so once you reach the hotel or once you reach your house, you can take off the plastic wrap, maximum an hour, or once you reach the hotel, you can just take it off and then wash it with clean water. Don't put anything on for the next 2 days. On the third day, when it's starting to get dry, you can put a little bit of Vaseline or petroleum jelly or maybe pawpaw cream, or a lot of people use Bepanthen or other aftercare products on the market. There's so many of it, but basically don't put the one that have the whitening in it. You can put like vitamin oil, vitamin E oil, or anything just to moisturize it. And don't put it too much, because if you put it too much, sometimes you can take the inks out. So when you see if it's too oily, you can just tap it dry with the tissue paper. So yeah, after that, don't pick the scab if it's scabby. Don't scratch it if it's itchy. And sometimes if you find out it's too itchy, you can just compress with ice. That works for me. There's a research, like because our skin is always generate, and there's a research back in the days, if if people can live until 300 years old, then the tattoo will fade by itself. So because of that skin regeneration, of course it will fade. In my opinion, it will, if it lasts for 300 years, so that's mean 30 years lasts 1%. I mean 10%. So yeah, of course it fades, but it takes a while to get it fade, and sometimes you need touch up for after 10, 15 years. and also it depends on the inks, depends of the artist skill, but in general, I would say 20, 30 years, you get a new touch up. Of course you can. And you can talk about the design with the artist to what is it, to design something for you, to make it your own design. You can have a look on the internet for design, or think about what you want first, and talk to the artist, because every artist have their own kind, every artist have their own specialist. You gotta know the artist. You just have to find out the artist that suit your personality best. You have to look on the artist portfolio. If you like it, then you go for it. If you don't like it, then, or if you hesitate, you can just ask for another artist, or keep looking on the artist that you like. Yes, of course you can bring your own design, but at the end of the day, I think it's a lot better that you have to discuss with the artist for a final design. All right. Of course we can. It depends on the tattoo as well. You have to discuss to your artist how to cover your tattoos. Some some artists can, some artists cannot, and also some tattoos can be covered. Some tattoos can't. It depends on how big the tattoo and how big did you want to cover it with. So you cannot cover a big tattoo with small tattoos, or sometimes you can cover with the same size tattoo, but most of the time I will recommend my clients to get a bigger one to cover it more easier, more better, to get a better result. So yeah, of course we can do a cover up, but we have to look first on the case, and also we have to look on your design, what kind of design you want. But again, you have to consult with your tattoo artist. Well, I'll say it's safe, because this day everything is already improved. All the equipment is improved, all the inks is improved, and all the artists have better skills with the right knowledge. So I would say it's safe, but it's the same like I would say it's good to eat the tomatoes, but some people have allergic to tomatoes. We don't know, but again, you have to do your homework. Have a look on the shop that you like. Have a look on the artist. Check the studios and see if they cleanse or not. How's the procedure? How's the, like, sometimes they use sterilization. It has to be decent sterilization, or nowadays more people will what is it? Use the disposables. So yeah, you have to do your homework and do the research on the shop. I mean, like which shop that you goes to. So make sure you're safe. In Bali, we don't really have regulation on how old can you to be able to get tattoos. Honestly, like that, sadly. But in general, I'd say once you get your ID, that here in Indonesia it's like 17 years old, then you get an ID, then you're considered mature enough to know what you're doing. So we do tattoo people after 17 years old. But if they're still in school, I would say you have to bring your parents to be able to do it. Yeah. So as before, I'm saying there's so plenty design that you can choose from the internet. Which my favorite is I use Google for most of the reference, most of my reference. But um, one of my favorite will be Pinterest, from Pinterest.com, and I found many reference from that. It's not just tattoo reference. It's like photos, and I put it into Photoshop, doing another like collaborate all the image, make something new. But most of them I found it either in Google or Pinterest. But there are some other like Flickr or Tumblr and any other like DeviantArt. There's so plenty of website that can give you reference about tattoos. So it's out there. It's so many in the internet. You can just have a look and find out. All right. In our shop, we always open the package of the new needles in front of the customer. So you have to make sure if the package is still sealed and tight, so it's still new, and you have to check on the expiry date as well, because they got expiry date, and make sure it doesn't pass the expiry date. All right, that's not me to answer, it's for you to answer. If you don't know what tattoo that you want to get or where to put it, then it's gonna be on your body forever. Don't like you better have to double think to what you want to put on your body forever, and it has to be good, because it's forever. If it's like one day and it can wash off, who cares? So you got to do your homework and have a look on the reference. And again, there's plenty of them in the internet, and some tattoo magazine. Which one that you like? You can like imagine yourself in front of the mirror with a tattoo on your hand or your back, or whichever. It's back to you. Honestly, we can't really answer that question, but once you had that image of the places that you want, or even the design that you want, or something that like struck you, like this is so my design, so go for it. You can consult with your artist. It's if it's where to put it, so at least if you have the design, and then you can consult with the artist. Okay, I got this design, but and you say I want to put it on my upper arm. So the tattoo artist will suggest where to put it best. Like you just have to consult with your tattoo artist on the design, or even where to put it, if you already got the design. When you drink alcohol, or when you're drunk, and it pump the heart, so it makes your blood thinner. So when we tattoo you, the inks, it will be hard to get in your skin, while the blood is keep running out, which is pointless. It takes a lot of our time, and it will be more painful for you, and also the tattoo won't look good. So it's better to not having alcohol or drunk before you get tattoos. It's really bad idea, and we will not tattoo drunk people. Okay, so that's it. I only got 12 questions at the moment. If we got another question, you can simply shoot us an email on the address below, and also you can ask anything on the comment below, and all the question that you'll ask I will put into one and put into one video on the next one. So that's it. See you again next time. Alright, that's it. So I want to say thank you so much for watching these videos, and if you like it, you can put the thumbs up, and then you can subscribe for my new videos. If I'm gonna show you some tips or anything. So yeah, see you.